So with all that said, I'm going to ask Lauren just a couple questions and I'll turn it over to Braden. But Lauren, tell us a little bit about, your experience. And I think you kind of started and stopped. So if I remember correctly, you're probably all together in this getting close to the 60-day mark.
Yes. Yeah, I did one solid month. And I probably out of that, I generated, there was like 60 to 70 leads. And I've got um at least four people that want to sell and buy.
Wow.
So a couple of those are not sure on their time frame yet. They're kind of older people looking in the 55 plus, trying to, downsize. So I'm
Great.
just, touching on them. There's another younger woman with a child. Her husband died last year or so, and the house is too much for her. So again, kind of working, staying in touch with her. And then another person who, again, he's not quite sure. He's starting to look, but his wife's not sure yet. So again, kind of in that 55 plus. But those have been really good leads that I call. I've always got like a new idea for them, like a declutter list, or hey, you mentioned you were struggling with getting some of the junk out of your house. I've got a great junk guy. So again, just kind of showing and adding value to them and staying in contact with them has made a really big difference. And then I've got several other people as well that just trying to figure out that timeline. And again, they're just starting. So just giving them the information that they need, but it's they have a time frame that they need to move, by summer of next year, but we've already talked about I can give a 60-day notice and, so just kind of educating them on the time frame. And I see their activity upticking, wanting, viewing a house three times. And then me having another opportunity to reach out to say, hey, we kind of talked about your criteria. What made you look at this house? So I can make sure that I update your criteria. So it's been really good with just honing in more on my comfortability of calling up and following up, and staying in contact with, knowing the value
Right.
of those people coming back. So
That sounds great. So, and what I can hear in between the words there is also I can tell that you're moving from new lead to prospect to actively looking. So that's good because that's super important. I can tell you know who to talk to by doing that. And then tell us just a little bit about the client that you have that's now a client because
yeah.
you're showing them, and then we'll get turned over to Braden. Talk more about your guy.
Yes, absolutely. This is one where, Dan and I have had a couple of them where we've had some leads that were like, yeah, next year. But then they call us 2 days later and they're like, you know what, I want to go ahead and look now and move by the end of the month. And that's actually what happened with this particular couple is, again, he said we got to move out by July. But then as he started to think about it, we started to talk about it. He was like, okay, I want to try to move before the end of the year. There you go.
By the way, just to add to that, I actually had a lead come in on October 14th, but I was out of town and I didn't get back with them until like October 28th or something like that. But I have a listing appointment with them tomorrow and
Nice.
buying and selling. So you don't always have to wait a few months to have something happen.
That's true.
What price point is that listing appointment?
400. And then he's trying to buy something that's around 300. He's trying to downsize.
I'm just sweet. That'll be good. I'm trying to find the ad account that we're running this from, but I'm not finding it.
Also, I just went
Is he?
binding yesterday on one of for one of my leads that came in earlier this
Try
year.
that one.
So, that was
Nice.
like a few months ago. And it's our second closing because he sold his house and then this contract was for a purchase. But I do, like Dan said, have had some that take a couple years, but no, not all of them.
Thank you for hopping on the webinar today with Braden Kinder, James Massey, and myself. What I'd like for you to do if you want to is hop on my calendar for about a 10-15 minute. I block off 20 minutes on the call, but it's usually like 5-10 minute call, a strategy call. Be happy to answer any questions, tell you exactly how the program works, tell you about the free version, the low cost version, and well, it's the no cost. I don't like saying free, but no cost version, low cost version, and then how we can help you with consistent lead flow, consistent, predictable closings, adding about 1 to 2 closings additional to what you're doing a month to your pipeline. Is very realistic. A lot more to the program than we talked about today in the meeting. We also have weekly trainings. We have one-on-one. We have call groups. We have anything and everything you need to help you to be successful in this market and just to thrive. So give me a call, you can give me a call, 678-907-1853, or hop on my calendar. You can scan the QR code or just go to dansleadsclass.com/call. Schedule a call. Happy to talk to you, see if I can help you in your real estate business, and glad to help you any way I can. So hop on my calendar or give me a call. Talk to you soon.